looking a lot warmer this Monday to start off the week, but we're going to be tracking some changing conditions as we will see a cold front move back towards mid-Missouri throughout the midweek days. Now, we are seeing some showers off to the southwest towards Oklahoma. You can see the direction they're starting to take us back towards mid-Missouri, though. That's going to be seeing that taking place in mid-Missouri as we head off past midnight tonight. So going to start off with some isolated showers off to the southwest, becoming a little bit more widespread. So 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, going to be heading out the door for work, have an umbrella on hand, especially if you're going to be south of the Highway 70 region, as we're going to be tracking some widespread showers and possibly some storms associated on Tuesday morning. That'll be lasting into the afternoon hours. Going to see a little bit of a low Tuesday afternoon, still seeing some scattered showers, but a little bit on the lighter side. Our secondary round will start Wednesday morning early with a cold front making its way back in from the northwest. So very early Wednesday into about 6 a.m. we will start to see it pull over much of mid-Missouri. This one's looking a little bit more widespread as it's associated with this cold front. Now, as we head off into the midday hours, we're going to see some chances of possibility of a couple storms associated with this system. So some strong winds can happen, and we could see some isolated hailing events. But right now, probability of that looking very low just because of the timing of this system. Both nights going to be throughout the overnight early morning hours, so not much energy in the environment. Now, as we head off into Wednesday afternoon, winds still remaining out of the south, but we head off into later parts of the afternoon. That shift from the west starts to peel back from the northwest, and that's going to give way to our cooler temperatures as we head off into Wednesday night. That's going to cool us down quite a bit into the second half of the week, eventually into the weekend days. We're going to be tracking temperatures, a little bit more fluctuation. Now, overall, in terms of rainfall, we're going to be tracking half an inch widespread with some isolated areas up to 1 inch, just because we could see some stronger downpours associated with this system, which is definitely going to be helping us out because we've been tracking plenty of drought across much of central Missouri. But the threat level associated with Tuesday, going to be looking at a level 1 out of 5. And most of that's off to the northwest, southeastern half of the viewing area. Not going to be seeing those stronger chances. Like I said, a lot of this just going to be because we're going to see these systems overnight. So kind of helping us because it's not going to have the energy to work out with in the environment just from the sunshine giving the heat during the daytime hours. Now, the threat level then shifts off to the southeast for the level 1 through 5 as we head off into Wednesday. By Wednesday afternoon, all this will be shifting off to the southeast, making its way back out of central Missouri. Now, focusing back towards today, temperature is going to continue to rise into the early 80s at 3 p.m., looking at 80 degrees. So a beautiful afternoon. If you got any plans to be out and about, today's going to be the day to do it because we start to head off into tonight. That's where we're going to track the changes in those temperatures and the changes in our conditions. By 7 p.m., still looking at 75 degrees. Could still get some grilling in if you're planning on doing that tonight. But past midnight, that's when we're going to see some more chances of these showers kicking back in effect. Tonight's overnight low is going to be looking back into the upper 50s, lower 60s. Columbia, 58 degrees. Down to the south state capital of Jefferson City, 59. And to the southwest, Lake of the Ozarks, looking at 61 degrees. Now, our focus will then start to shift off into the second half of the week as we are going to be tracking some more chances of widespread frost once again Thursday night into Friday morning. So if you got some plants outside, move them in, and you might want to have some extra layering of clothing. Temperatures will be peaking back into the early 60s as we head off into the second half of the week. But we will look drier once again as we're going to be tracking high pressure system moving back towards mid-Missouri. But Friday night, if you're going to be out and about watching some football, you're going to want to have a light coat on hand just because temperature is going to cool off soon as the overnight hours begin. Now, this weekend, once again, seeing a little bit of a warm-up on Saturday, 71 degrees, but then by Sunday, a dry cold front moves back into the area. That's going to cool us back down into the lower 60s as we start off next week.